What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel, Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective, and I'm here for the news. And I'm posing a question. Has America become a third world country? Now we know in Washington, D.C., the Republicans and the Democrats are trying to work out the debt ceiling deal. And throughout the country, there has been a slew of violence across the whole United States. It used to be people was just focused on Chicago. And they would say, oh, Chicago is the most violent city. And that might be true. Chicago is a violent city. But by God, if Chicago is a violent city, it has spread like COVID, where the whole country seems as if like we're a third world fucking country. Now, financially, it might not seem like we're there yet. But by God, it seems like we're getting there faster and faster each day. We have $30 trillion in debt. We have more debt than the whole world combined. We have become the most violent place on the planet Earth. America has become the most violent country in the world, right under our noses. We've had a front row seat to watch America literally starts its descent down the drain. Now, I'm going to go over this clip that's on the news talking about this past Memorial weekend. Now, on holidays, there's always, some death and things that happen here or there, but obviously the violence have ratcheted up. The mass shootings have ratcheted up. And like I've said before, some of these are orchestrated, not all. Obviously, there's always idiots, gangs, disagreements, fights, arguments, and all type of things that happen, randomly through happenstance. But when you combine all them together, America has become a cesspool of death, destruction, witchcraft, Luciferianism, and everything in between. And it's getting sad. But let's take a look at this clip.
Gun violence and bloodshed, a stain on the unofficial start to summer. At least 16 people killed in shootings across the country this Memorial Day weekend, including 3 at a motorcycle rally in Red River, New Mexico. 5 others injured when police say the event turned into a shootout between rival biker gangs.
All 8 individuals have been identified as outlaw motorcycle gang.
30-year-old Jacob David Castillo charged with...
And Jacob looks exactly like Jonah Hill. I said that in the other video I made on this biker gang shooting. He looks like Jonah Hill. Illegitimate brother, Billy Hill. But like I said, it's not just gangs, it's motorcycle gangs, it's cop shooters, it's people protecting themselves, it's mass shootings, it's death, it's people killing their whole family. I mean, the amount of death it's unbelievable. It's in the air. Like Phil Collins say, I can feel it coming in the air tonight, and it's here.
An open count of murder, according to state police. In Massachusetts, chaos Sunday night. 2 shootings on Revere Beach, just an hour apart. Boston police attributing the violence to 2 massive fights that escalated.
All of a sudden, 3 shots. A bunch of guys started running. And then some cop was running, chasing them. And then all hell broke loose out.
Ohio and Wisconsin not spared by the violence. Columbus police say 7 were injured after a shooting during a party in the southeast area of the city. 3 killed and 9 injured in weekend shootings across Milwaukee, according to police. Mass shootings across the country, defined by the Gun Violence Archive as 4 or more people injured or killed, reaching 257 incidents so far, just 150 days into the year.
And let me say this. I seen a study where they say United States at this particular juncture is at an all-time high of people who don't believe in God. And then you have the people who kind of in between but don't really want to, deal with it. Then you have the people who do believe, but they ain't really acting on it and doing what they're supposed to do. Then you have the true believers, which is an even smaller percent. But the demonic spirit on this country is at an all-time high. You can't have a country like this without having a spiritual foundation and a belief in God in general. If not, you will see a complete and total chaos and collapse in the United States. And there's no doubt about that. That's what's happening.
In Chicago, newly elected Mayor Brandon Johnson, hoping to get in front of any issues, announced public safety measures ahead of the weekend.
Our public safety agencies have plans in place for the weekend and summer months to ensure that everyone can enjoy our city in peace.
But just one day later, Telemundo Chicago cameras capturing shots fired between beachgoers at the city's North Avenue beach on opening day.
We looked up and we couldn't even grab all of our stuff before we went and hid behind the lifeguard stand. When it happened the first minute, it was definitely just like adrenaline, like instant run away, and it was scary.
North Avenue is now closed. I think everybody that exits the stand is water.
Chicago police say at least 37 people were injured across the city and 8 killed, including 35-year-old William Hare.
He was my older brother and also my best friend. He was caring about everybody he met, very friendly, very talkative, and a great listener.
Investigators say Hare was found shot in the chest on the sidewalk in the Lakeview neighborhood.
The car pulled up, 2 people came out, there were 2 gunshots, 1 from each person. They did not ask for money, they did not ask for anything. They shot at him for no reason.
That sounds like either a sacrifice or a gang initiation. One of the two. But even within a gang initiation, that is a sacrifice. And let me say this. Gang banging is low-level Luciferianism. In order to kill people and be angry enough to want to do harm to others all the time in rival gangs, you have to have a demonic spirit on you. I know this for an absolute 100% fact that gang banging is low-level Luciferianism. Even they hand gestures, signs, all of that. They're willing to be able to kill over a color, over a street that you don't own. You have to have a demonic spirit over you. But it sounds like his brother was sacrificed either through some kind of ritual or through gang initiation, which is still a sacrifice.
1 bullet struck him in the chest, and his best friend tried to save his life, and he died.
The holiday meant as a time to reflect on those who served, now forever marked as a time of tragedy for some families.
Valerie Castro joins us now in studio. Valerie, you've been monitoring the shootings that happened this weekend, but even in the last few hours, more have happened. What are you seeing?
Ellison, the numbers continue to go up and now include cities like Houston, Philadelphia, and Baltimore. At last check, according to the Gun Violence Archive, just today, more than 30 people have been injured by gunfire and at least 14 have been killed.
That's unbelievable. But like I said before, man, the violence is ratcheted up. If you walked around on a day-to-day basis, just going to the beach, to the mall, to church, to the grocery store, we've seen every place I've named, you've seen some kind of mass shooting. If you walked around on a day-to-day basis with a bulletproof vest on, it wouldn't be too over the top at this point. It was a time maybe 20 years ago, if you walked around with a bulletproof vest every day, people would say you was nuts. Just 20 years later, we're at a place to where the average person damn near should be walking with a bulletproof vest on. Unbelievable. But, here's one more 39-second clip. Obviously, this clip is from today, but even within the last few hours, there was another shooting in in Hollywood Beach, Florida. 9 injured, 1 person killed. Let's take a look. 39-second clip.
Watch as gunfire erupts along a packed beach in Hollywood, Florida, sending people into a panic. 9 people, including 4 children, were wounded. One of the victims went into surgery. All the others are listed in stable condition. Police say it appears to have started with a fight between 2 groups of people when somebody pulled out a gun and started firing. 1 person is in custody. Police still looking for the others involved. Hello, I'm Mark Brown.
That's insane, y'all. But I just want to go over those clips this Memorial Day weekend, all these killings, and this is just a microcosm of what's been happening in the United States the past couple of years. Obviously, when we had COVID, all the mass shootings stopped. Now they're right back up and at them, and they're going to continue on. I told you, till they get these guns off these assault rifles, AR-15s, till they get some kind of federal ban on them. You're going to keep seeing all of these mass shootings, some orchestrated, some through happenstance and accidents and confusion, fights, and et cetera, et cetera. But, I just wanted to go over those clips. This has been Sports Life and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective. I'm here for the news. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I just took your ass. I can't believe you wear a bulletproof vest every day. You not crazy? Right. Peace.